Hello and welcome to Robbie Draw Stuff. Today we're going to dive into how to draw cartoon eyes. So firstly you want to make a kind of oval shaped eye, one at the front, one at the back in order to create some perspective, and then do two highlights. That shows the light in the eye and will help make them look more realistic. Then do two circles and add the pupils. Make sure to add the highlights in the same direction. And then you can go on to add other parts to create the illusion of the face. But once again, your highlights same direction and concentrate on having one eye behind the other, which helps you show the direction of the gaze of the character. And now we're going to look a little bit more into different emotions and how to show that in the eyes that you draw. So it's not really too complicated. Quite simple, but here we're going to look at how to draw angry cartoon eyes. So what you want to do here, you need a frown. So you can see I've drawn that there, focusing on going up at the edges and making sure that the frown spreads over the eyes. Doing the eyes themselves, the pupils, the irises, everything, just the same as before. It's not too difficult. Once you've done it many times, you'll really get used to it. But here again, I'm trying to accentuate the lines here, make them a bit darker, a bit more pronounced. And I'm going to sketch in the eyebrows here as well. And with the eyebrows, you want to follow the direction that you've created with the brow on the character as well. So that's down in the middle and going upwards at the edges there. So you can create that sort of scowl in the character that you're working on. And here as well, just adding some little touches to kind of narrow the eyes. That can help show somebody that looks really mad or really angry. And again, I'm just accentuating the lines. Here, just adding a few little extra sections as well to try and sell that anger. And the mouth as well, worth noting that when you're doing this, obviously you need to think about the other parts on the face as well. So just giving him a bit of a scowl. And that's it. That's how to draw angry eyes. So recap, draw the brow first. Try and really accentuate it down in the middle over the top of the eyes, spreading upwards towards the edges. Make sure the eyebrows follow that direction as well. And then you can add that little narrowing technique at the bottom of the eyes. And here we're going to jump in, just show you a few other variations. The bottom left shows it in its simplest form. That's the angry face. But the other ones there, you can add some sweat jumping off or whatever you like. And now we're going to move into the next one, which is looking at worried eyes. So if you want to draw a character that's really anxious, worried about something, here's how we'll do it. So once again, same technique as the beginning, using the one eye at the front, one eye at the back in order to show the direction of the gaze, keeping the highlights in the same directions to show the light source and get the pupils, the irises. And this is where you really sell it. So the worried or anxious look, here I've got the eyebrows in and you want to create it so that it's high in the middle and low at the sides. It's the opposite of the angry look. And here I'm adding also a couple lines underneath the eyes to again like sell that kind of look of worry, feeling anxious. And a few beads of sweat. This is obviously kind of over accentuated, but it's a cartoon, that's the point. You know, you want to play with everything and really stretch out the emotions to have a bit of fun and show the look. And now I've done a super simple mouth as well, just a kind of downward line there, which again shows worry or anxiety. And if you look at it there, top right is worried face in its simplest form. You can see bottom left, we've got the that kind of vein, the stressed Eric vein on the side. That's another little tip you can add in if you want to play around with that. But let's now jump into the next expression that we'll talk through today. This is going to be happy eyes, happy faces. So this is quite a simple one, and we're same format. Two of the eyes, getting that perspective there, and then adding the highlights, the pupils and irises. And you don't need to do much to the actual eyes here. It's more about what you do around, so the eyebrows, the nose, the wrinkles, the markings on the face. Similar there, just quick eyebrows and a big smile. You want to keep the eyes quite big on a happy face. Keep them open. You know, when people do smile, their eyes generally they're not frowning. Like if it's angry, or if the face is angry or worried or anxious, you can keep the drawing quite clean. And then here you see I'm just finishing off, obviously a big smile, and that really helps. Adding the eyebrows quite high like that as well makes the smile look a little bit surprised maybe as well, so you can alter that to accentuate the face in the way that you want, like according to whatever you feel you want to draw here. And there you have it, that's happy. Now just showing the eyebrows, just making them a bit more defined there as well. And let's have a look at a few more examples of happy faces. Again, top left, very simple way to show it. Eyebrows, eyes, nice and simple, with the happy smiling mouth as well. And again, you can see on the bottom left, closed eyes, different variation, but I've still accentuated the whole eye itself. Let's go to the next one now. We're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to look at sad eyes. So how to draw sad cartoon eyes. And this is another where I'm starting with the brow of the face. And I've done the one there, and then the other side, slightly separate, but then I join the two eyes there. So you still got that perspective. Got the highlights, again, always in the same direction to show the light source or the reflection of the light source. But you can see already having the brow high in the middle and low at the sides creates that sad look. This is another variation where you don't even need nose, mouth, other parts. You can show sad eyes purely with the eyes. But here I'm drawing them in anyway, just to show that in the tutorial. And then we have the mouth. I've made this really droopy and sad. And I've even drawn the shape of the face to match that kind of droopy sadness as well. And this works too. You need the eyebrows again, matching the direction of the brows themselves. You know, nice and furrowed. Obviously high in the middle, low at the sides. Just adding in a few the other parts. The head kind of looks like Boba Fett's ship. Not really sure why that's worked out, but there you have it as well. And adding some tears in those bits at the bottom of the eye to show the tears kind of welling up in the eyeballs themselves. There's some variations. You can see very, very closed eyes, especially bottom right, more tears, and different ways of representing that. So that's how to draw the sad eyes. And with all of these, really you can do it by starting with the eye and then just looking at how the brow changes and how the eyebrows change as well. And switching up the mouth can completely change how the overall look of the face appears. But we're just recapping a little bit here as well. Happy, worried,